With a population of 1.4 billion people, India is the second biggest country on the planet. And somehow out of 1.4 billion people, they can't find 11 incredible footballers. India, while they continue to slowly get better at football, just aren't there. But today, we're gonna make India the best footballing nation on planet Earth. But since you can't play with India's national team on FIFA career mode, we're doing things a little bit differently. I've taken the Kerala Blasters and put them into League 2, and we're gonna make them Champions League winners using only Indian players. So this is our starting lineup here at Kerala, but I'm gonna be honest, we have a massive challenge ahead of us. Our best wonder kid, our best prospect is this guy here, Nikam, and his potential is 74. India's best prospect is 74 potential. So immediately, I'm going to blow the majority of our transfer budget on a top quality scout who we're sending to India to hopefully find some decent talent. But of course, we're going to go through the squad here and basically sell everybody that is not Indian, which unfortunately is all of our good players. And of course, we have 3 players in our youth academy, a Scottish player, a Croatian wonder kid, and a Belgian wonder kid. And we're going to have to release them all. First man out of the club, though, Marko Leskovic is off to the Turkish league for £810,000. And the former A-League star, Adrian Luna, is out of the club, off to Millwall for £1 million. And we're going to make our first signing as Kerala Blasters manager. It is going to be for the defensive midfielder, Apua. I'm going to say Apia. We're going to sign him here from Mumbai City. But the clean out continues as we sell the Greek striker Dimitri Diamantakos to Brentford. Our first monthly scouting report has come through, and if I'm going to be completely honest, if there's any half-decent prospects in here, I'm going to promote them to the senior team straight away. We've got a goalkeeper here, Nitin Ahmed. I'm definitely signing him. Yeah, why not? Vishnu Choudhury, let's get him in there. Laxman Mohammed looks okay, we'll sign him. But the other two, they're getting rejected. What are their overalls looking like? We've got a 56 rated goalkeeper, a 49 rated midfielder, and a 51 rated striker. That ain't great. Only 2 non-Indians remain in our squad here as we sell the Australian striker Apostolos Giannou to the Saudi Arabian League. But that is the transfer window done and dusted. And our team is still absolutely arse. We're gonna need the youth academy to start delivering some results. Another play with the last name Chowdhury. Hopefully he turns out to be quality. FIFA has done this dude dirty. 15 years of age and already has grey hair. But I'm just going to continue promoting players to the team behind the scenes. And when I actually promote players, I'll let you guys know. So things aren't going too well in terms of the table. We sit 18th in League 2 right now. But if I'm being totally honest, I'm not too bothered about how we go in the league for the first few seasons. I want to build the foundation because our team isn't good enough to win the league. Going to promote a couple of players from our youth academy here that have stood out. We're going to promote Mohammed Joseph, Hiralal Joseph, and Taran Sheikh all to the squad. Honestly, I'm going to throw a dart at the board here and I'm just going to promote a bunch of players. We need space in the youth academy. I'm going to get all these guys out into the world and see who can actually become a decent player. I think in the future, I'm going to be a lot more selective about who makes the jump from the youth academy to the senior team. But right now, I'm just going to spread our seed and see who can become a decent Indian footballer in the short term. Because at least if we get players into the squad, they don't do well, we release them. Maybe they go and they flourish at another club and then we can bring them back as a developed player down the line. Oh, what a brilliant start to life here, lads. We were 1 point away from coming last in League 2. We really are at the bottom of the heap right now. Swindon Town, Bradford City, and Doncaster all automatically promoted. West Ham United win the FA Cup. Man United win the Carabao. Sheffield Wednesday take down Sutton United to win the Papa John's Trophy. And it is going to be Leyton Orient going up through the playoffs. In terms of development, our best grower was Vishnu Choudhury, who went up +8, but that was mostly through positional changes. But Mohammed Joseph is the first youth academy player to enter the 60s. We are going to be letting a whole heap of players walk on freeze, though. The Indian players that are older, and then the final 2 non-Indian players in our squad in the Ukrainian and the Spaniard Mongol. It can only go up from here, ladies and gentlemen. Let's crack on with Season 2 and continue our improvement of Indian football. Every season, I'm going to check the free agents list to see if anybody was generated by the computer, but this season, everybody looks to be just absolutely terrible. Here's to hoping that changes in the near future. But every season, I'm going to be sending our scout to India, just hoping to find a couple wonder kids that break through the mold. And out of the 4 highest rated wonder kids on SoFIFA, none of these guys look like they'll be good to the side, so I'm just going to not even basically sign any Indian players for the first few seasons. We're going to have to rely entirely on the youth academy and regens. We've found somebody that looks actually half decent here, lads. Karchan, 64 overall, 68 to 94 potential. I'm getting him into the squad straight away. 6'5" goalkeeper. Yeah, Chan, we're getting you straight in. You need to be our goalkeeper of the future. No pressure or anything. I am not afraid to let players walk, lads. Kar Qureshi is out of the club. We signed him last year. 58 rated striker, 18 years of age. We have better prospects, I'm being honest. So instead of releasing him or letting him go on a free to the free agents list, we're going to sell him to Grimsby, so at least he gets some more game time, and potentially, maybe we can sign him back in the future if he becomes somebody. But this is how the team looks after the transfer window here at the start of Season 2, and yeah, we are still a team of misfits. A few players giving us hope. Aplia has been decent, and of course Khan, but yeah, we have got some serious work to do here. Let's see if we can make progress on the field this year. Lads, we need to stop the simulation right here. We've found 2 players that are going to come right into the side. Ika Begum. This dude looks like an absolute stud. A defensive midfielder. 67 overall, 70 to 94. Straight away signing this dude. And then Christian Thomas. We've already got competition at the left wing back spot, but I'm going to promote him and hopefully get him another positional change. Yeah, we're going to convert him to a right back here. So we have both the left back and the right back spot sorted, hopefully. I'm also going to convert Begum into a center back. His defending stats are incredible, same with his physical, and he looks like he could become somewhat pacey. And I'm in between Jeekson Singh and Aplia. We've already got solid players in the defensive midfield role, so Begum will be a great center back. We've found ourselves a bit of a gem here. Kapil Pal. He's 15 years of age, already 62 years of age, so we're going to 62 overall rather, not 62 years of age, but we're going to have to wait our time with him. I'm going to convert him to an attacking midfielder. All the stats point towards that being the best for him, but he is definitely a player to keep our eye on. Okay, lads, things are actually looking good to start the season here. We've made a significant improvement, sitting 12th in League 2 right now, although the points in this league are crazy. Northampton in 21st on 29. We're only 5 points ahead of them in 12th, and then the playoff spots are only a couple points ahead of us. This season could head in any direction in the second half. Gonna promote this left winger here, Manamar. That is a cool name. 59 rated left winger, promoted to the senior team. Waiting for these 2 guys though to turn the age to get promoted. You know what? We're gonna promote Sanjay Pal as well here, get him some game time for the remainder of the season. I am throwing a heap of the young players though that aren't starters onto the loan list to see if we can get some game time for them. And we did manage to get a load of them out on loan for the remainder of the season. This is something I'm definitely going to be doing moving forward, but I'm probably going to do a little bit behind the scenes and not keep you too up to date with this one. But loans are going to be a big part of my development strategy. Ladies and gentlemen, Kapil Pal turned 16. Get this man into the starting 11 straight away. Now we're just waiting on Hassan. Need him as well. Let's go, lads. We have actually had an awesome second half of the season and have scraped into the League 2 playoffs. Can we get ourselves promoted? It's between us, Exeter, Walsall, and Gillingham for the final spot in the 3rd division. The 3 teams going up automatically are Salford, Colchester, and Forest Green. Meanwhile, at the bottom of the table, it is going to be Mansfield Town. Manchester City win the FA Cup, and the Carabao Cup goes to Liverpool. Portsmouth win the Papa John's Trophy on penalties. We beat Gillingham 4-1 on aggregate, and we're going to be playing Exeter in the League 2 playoff final. Come on, lads. Can we get promoted to the 3rd division with Kerala? No! We lose 4-2 in the playoff final. It would have been awesome to get promoted. We're crying out for somebody to become a superstar for us. Ahmed with a decent season, +5 growth is definitely nice to see, but only 10 goals. Margot 8 there. The defensive midfielder, Appiah, getting 8 and 5. We need somebody to be bagging like 20 goals a season, though. I must say, we do have some absolute studs coming our way, though. I mean, you look at that. Begum, we changed him to a center back, and he goes up to a 72 overall. Dude is the future. Letting a whole bunch of original players depart the club, though. These guys don't look like they're anything insane. I mean, Gil could be a nice backup, but I feel like we could develop some better ones. So we're going to let them go off and do their own thing. If they come back and turn out to be incredible players, I'm not going to complain about that. New season, same old crap in the free agents list. We're really just going to have to double down and pray that we can get some talent in the youth academy. That seems like our one and only outlet at this moment. But speaking of our youth academy, Raghunath Hassan is now 16 and we're going to promote him to the senior team. 65 overall. But look at that potential, lads. 92 to 94. That is an absolute piss take. Get into this starting 11 immediately, my son. We desperately need ourselves a star striker for the future. So I'm going to set up the youth academy here. I believe technically gifted because I think attacker is like winger. So I'm going to go technically gifted here. I'm pretty sure that will bring us back strikers. I love how we have promoted Hassan to the starting squad and immediately we get a £2.9 million offer in for him. This kid's the real deal. I was really hopeful that Turun Sheikh would be our center back for the future, but he hasn't been growing as much as I hoped. So we're going to send him off on a permanent deal here to Corona Chelsea. Corona Chelsea in the Polish league. Another permanent departure here as 27-year-old Sahar Abdul Samad is off to Andorra. I want Ma as the starting right winger in the squad. So we're going to sell the original starting right midfielder, not Vishnu Chaudhary, he's out on loan, but Raul KP. We're going to sell him permanently. I had to stop the sim here, lads. I think we found somebody half decent. Santos Tuari, 76 to 94 potential, 50 to 68 overall, but I look at the shooting stat. I had to move my face so you could see it, but I see the shooting is 14 to 88, which is a very wide range, but the fact it's up the top is exciting. We're going to sign him and see what he's all about. Santos Tuari's a left winger, already 5-star skills, 59 overall. Can he play striker? No, he can't. He's got 48 shooting, god damn it. The search goes on. So this is the team we have rolling here in season number 3. It's a pretty solidified starting 11 right now. These players are the ones that I think have the best potential at the moment to get us up to League One. And you'll probably be able to tell by looking at our reserves that about half of our total squad is out on loan. We literally went to town this year. We have gone mental with loans. Let's see if it pays off. We've gone from the playoff final last year, and you would think naturally our team's getting good. You'd think we'd be pushing for the promotion automatically this year. We've finished 12th in League 2 with Kerala. We were 7 points out of the playoffs. That is disgraceful, lads. Cambridge, Doncaster, Shrewsbury going up. Getting 12th that's not good. Man City win the FA Cup and the Carabao Cup also goes to Man City. Charlton Athletic win the Papa John's Trophy. And it is Tranmere going up in the playoffs. Sukumar Ahmed actually stepped up and had a really good season this year. 19 goals plus 4 growth, 67 overall. But it's not enough. Thomas up to 67, 15 goals. You're trying to tell me that on paper, we couldn't get up to League One with this team. We've got a 69 rated goalkeeper, a 76 rated centre back, a 70 rated CDM. What is going on? It feels like we're cursed. There are absolutely no excuses, lads. We need to get promoted next year. So I'm changing up the formation for this season, hoping that it can be the key to unlock us promotion from League 2. I still cannot believe that we are in this division. I've given Chowdhury the starting centre midfield role over Singh, and we are beginning the slow process to make Appiah a starting centre midfielder, but if we can find somebody else that can be eventually a superstar centre mid, I'm down with that. We have found this young kid though, Rahul Thomas, who I have been training in the youth academy. He's got 5-star weak foot, 4-star skills at the moment. I'm training him to be a poacher. But he looks like an awesome striker prospect. Only 15 years of age though, so we need to wait for him to be eligible for senior team football. This year I'm trying to find a centre midfielder though, so we're going to scout India for playmakers. Things are not going well, man. We just can't. How is this? What is going on, man? We're sitting 11th here on the 1st of January. 6 points out of the playoffs. We should be winning the league and going undefeated. Mansfield Town are top of the league. Look at their team. 50 rated players everywhere. I mean, this guy looks half decent. You're trying to tell me this team isn't good enough to beat Mansfield Town? We've got a 78 rated centre back, for God's sake. This dude should be in the Premier League, not League 2. All right, lads, it's time. Thomas is 16 years of age. We need a circuit breaker. We're promoting him to the senior team. Oh my God. You do not understand the relief that I feel right now, lads. We have come in third in League 2. I almost said the championship because that's the level we should be at by now. We scrape into automatic promotion by 1 point. We've had a great second half of the season and we are finally out of League 2 and up to the 3rd division. Fleetwood Town and Mansfield Town will be joining us, and bottom of the table is going to be Swindon Town. Tottenham win the FA Cup. Liverpool win the Carabao Cup. The Papa John's Trophy goes to MK Dons. And Stockport County will be joining us in League 1 next season. Avinash Thomas, our left winger, has had a phenomenal season here. +4 growth, but he gets himself 27 goal contributions. Maybe Sukumar Ahmed is the man to play up top for us. He gets 17 goals, 0 assists, but 17 goals, and he's 71 rated now. We've got, like I said, we've got too good of a team to be in League 2. I'm going to be letting a whole heap of our players that aren't going to do anything in the future and other players that still have time in their careers but aren't going to get game time here leave for free agency. But we are finally heading up to League 1. Let's get this show on the road with India. We have found this young fella. I've been doing my research around the world of Indian footballers. Harry Ahmed is currently playing at Espanyol, 69 rated centre midfielder, 18 years of age. But at the moment, he wouldn't make it into our starting 11. I think while we make the climbs up the divisions, I'm going to continue with these guys unless somebody stands out. And then we're going to keep an eye on that guy and see if there's a spot for him in the starting 11 moving forward. But with the centre back role, it's such a disparity between, you got Begum here, who's 79 rated, the best player in our team. And then we literally have 2 other centre backs in the whole squad who are pretty mediocre. So I'm setting up with a defensive minded mindset for the scout this year. Hopefully we find somebody decent. We literally didn't find a single good centre midfielder in the youth academy last year. Scouting in countries like India are so hit and miss. I really want to see what we can do with Thomas up front as our starting striker. So we're going to send both the Ahmed guys off on loan. Moti is off to Stade Brestois for 2 years. And then Sukumar is off to Lecce for 2 years. In the hunt for back-to-back promotions here. I don't want to go through the playoffs. I would love to get up to the championship automatically, but the fact we are in the hunt is awesome to see. Ahmed continues to grow up to a 72. It's tempting, but we have promoted a centre back from the youth academy here. He started off as a right back, but I converted him to a centre half. It is Gupta, 67 rated, straight into the starting 11. And I'm actually going to recall Lloyd Proser here. And when he comes back, I'm going to start looking for some more goalkeepers because we've got our current goalkeeper, Khan. There is no backup goalkeepers in the squad at the moment. We've just found this goalkeeper, Madan Hussain, who we're going to promote to the starting 11. Not even the starting 11, to the bench as a backup because we literally have no backups. And I've converted this guy, Gopal Sheikh, from a defensive midfielder to a centre-back. Going to promote him as well just as another centre-back option. Come on! Yes! I think maybe staying in the League 2 for so long has helped us because it got us the initial development, but we have got back-to-back promotions and we have finally been promoted to the championship with Kerala Blasters using only Indians. We're really turning into second half of the season specialists. I think getting Gupta in as our centre-back definitely helped, but we're up to the championship. Getting relegated down to League 2 are going to be Fleetwood, Wickham, Bristol, and Mansfield. Nottingham Forest, fair play. They win the FA Cup. Man City win the Carabao Cup though. Charlton Athletic win the Papa John's Trophy. And it is Derby County who will be joining us in the championship next season. Rahul Thomas is the future of Indian football. It's confirmed in my mind. +5 overall to 75 at 17 years of age. That is actually ridiculous. This kid is the wonder kid of all wonder kids. Another player leaving on a free though, Vibin Mohanan. He's not going to be vibing no more. But I tell you what, that little porn star she's got going on is pretty decent. It's time, fellas. We've got to get him into the club. It is Harry Ahmed joining us here from Espanyol for £10 million. Has the potential to be special, but 94 finishing. I did not notice that. I might have to try converting him to a striker with those stats. And 89. What is going on with this dude? Harry Ahmed is going into the starting lineup, and I'm actually going to put Bharat Choudhury onto the loan list here, see if we can get him a loan move. And there we go. We got a loan move for the big fella, Bharat Choudhury. I want him in the future, but we're going to help him develop his game at Villarreal. I am so curious to see how this team performs in the championship. We are strong in certain areas, and there's others like the right wing spot where we need some help. We've got superstars and we've got players hanging on for dear life. How do we go in the championship with Indian-only Kerala Blasters? Halfway through the season, things are not going great here in the championship. I thought we could have been in great contention to at least, 38 points. Are we close to the playoffs? We're 7 points away from 6th place Sheffield United, but I thought we should have been in and around the mix at least this year. 14th right now. Oh my God. Yeah, nah. Choudhury. I was just going through the squad figuring out where we needed to look for improvement this year. Choudhury's gone up. Now get back into this team. Get in, Bharat. Get in. And I recall him and he goes up another overall. This game, when it comes to loans, is ridiculous. Choudhury, 80 rated. What's Ahmed 75? Appy is 78. All right, I'm going to have to throw Ahmed up on the loan list and get him a move. We might just continually just go, you're loaned out for half a year, you're back. And you're loaned out for half a year, and now you're back. Raul Thomas has won the December Player of the Month award in the EFL as well. Good to see him still absolutely crushing it. And we did get a loan move for Harry Ahmed. The Indian centre midfielder is back in Spain. Not Espanyol, but Girona for 2 years. But if he has an insane glow up like Choudhury, it might only be another 6 months. After back-to-back automatic promotions, this is definitely a bit of a coming to Jesus moment. It's a bit of coming back to earth. We finish 11th in the championship with Kerala Blasters on 64 points. At the end of the day, we're 11 points away from the playoffs, so we really weren't in the picture, which is disappointing. Need to get ourselves up into the mix next year, though. The relegated sides down to League One, though, are going to be Derby County, Luton Town, which is ironic, and Cardiff City. Liverpool take down Newcastle to win the FA Cup. Leeds United win the Carabao Cup. And it is going to be Norwich City continuing their yo-yoing ways and getting back up to the Premier League. Raul Thomas continues his streak. I'm glad that I put the Ahmeds out on loan and made Thomas the man, because he's only 18 years of age. He's up to an 80 overall. And again, he has had a career best season, 27 goals in a team that came 11th. Imagine if we won the league. Imagine how much damage this guy would do. And you look at the Ahmed guys, 74 and 71. They are not the answer. They'll be good backup options, but Raul Thomas is the man. It's a miracle, lads. We actually found somebody in the free agents list that doesn't look absolutely dreadful. Rajwarup Muhammad, a young right winger here. Doesn't look like he's going to set the world alight, but 69 overall, age 21, could be a decent prospect. The goal is to bring this guy into the club on a free and then try to loan him out and get a little bit of growth out of him. Gonna have a left back player departure here. Hassan is the same overall as Mohamed Joseph and 2 years younger, so we're gonna sell Mohamed Joseph to Bournemouth. But immediately I'm gonna throw him back on the shortlist just to keep tabs on him to see how he progresses over the years. Because there could become a stage where he takes off and ends up being the best left back option. And we finally got a loan move here for Rajwarup Muhammad. I'm curious to see Benfica coming in for him. Such a big club like Benfica. Hopefully they develop him. They have a history of it. But here is how the starting 11 looks ahead of the season. We're getting there, lads. The right back and centre back roles still lagging a little bit behind, but we are slowly making progress. The goal this year has to be promotion to the Premier League. We need to do everything in our power to get promoted. We're tussling it out with some of the bigger clubs in English football for a spot in the Premier League. No surprises to see Newcastle United absolutely crushing it, but we are breathing down the necks of Southampton. On the flip side though, teams like Sheffield United, Bristol City, they're trying to knock us off and get themselves into playoff spots. No crazy growth here for Muhammad. I was kind of hoping we'd look and see something like Choudhury, so we'll keep him out on loan. Ahmed's an 81. What's the Appy, okay, yeah, we've got to do that. Ahmed, we're getting him back into the squad, back from his loan move. Please have some growth like we had with Chowdhury. Damn it, he stays at an 81, but that midfield now of Chowdhury and Ahmed is brilliant. And Appiah, we're going to keep him as a brilliant backup option. We are going up. Say we are going up. We are Premier League bound with India's very own Kerala Blasters. We have had a great second half of the season. Southampton with a bit of a mega fall off there. Sunderland ended up finishing higher than them on points, but we are headed up to the Premier League alongside Newcastle United, who have had an insane season. Relegated teams as we scroll down the table are Cambridge United, Bolton, and MK Dons. Arsenal win the FA Cup, Liverpool win the Carabao, and it is going to be Sheffield United topping off a monumental disaster there for Southampton. Southampton lost in the semis. Oh my god, they have choked it heavy, but Sheffield United are joining us and the Magpies in the Prem. Only +1 growth for Thomas this year, which is maybe a little concerning. I mean, he's still got time on his side, but 29 goals is exactly what the doctor ordered. Raul Thomas, the key piece to us getting promoted to the Prem. Chowdhury, great season from him, 15 and 7. The lads are starting to turn really solid, especially Manamar. I was honestly a little worried about the right wing spot, hence the reason we went in for Mohamed before, but he's up to a 77 now, which is great. How's our centre back gone? Okay, +3 growth there for Gupta. He might struggle in the Prem, but it's still a good step in the right direction. Going to be letting 3 of our older and less impressive sort of players leaving the club right now on free transfers. Thank you, lads. You've been here for the dog days, but it's time to say goodbye. It's taken a lot longer than I expected, but for the 2029-30 season, the Kerala Blasters are going to be in the English Premier League. We're going to be saying goodbye to Moti Ahmed on a permanent transfer to Victoria. See if he can flourish. Bad negotiation. Piss off. And the other Ahmed brother, Sukumar Ahmed, is off on loan. Still a bit of hope for him to be a quality backup striker. We're going to send him to Galatasaray for 2 years. Athletic Bilbao are breaking their Basque transfer policy here for Rajaroop Mohammed. 2-year loan move for him. Or sorry, rather 1 year. See if we can get him some more growth. And we're going to send one of our rotational centre-backs off on loan to try getting him more growth. It's going to be Gopal Sheikh heading to the Romanian League for the year. Here is the team we are currently rolling with, ladies and gentlemen. It is decent, but all I am after this year is Premier League survival. We're making great strides at the moment, but I just want to stay up in the big flight, in the top flight. I don't want to go down to the championship. We're going to have to lean heavily on our star players this season, but we'll get a better indication on how things are going come January 1st. Also, for those of you curious as to what's going on with the Youth Academy right now, I am only accepting top quality talent into the side. I've promoted a few players, but I'm only letting the best of the best join the Youth Academy, being really cutthroat. We've already got a pretty decent squad that's heading in the right direction, so I only want to bring players into the squad if they're going to positively impact us. We are in the trenches, lads. We are in the Premier League dogfight, currently sitting 16th in the Premier League, 4 points ahead of Brentford, who are in the relegation zone. And there is literally nothing we can do. Like, every player, I've been scouring the world trying to find good young Indian players. There is nothing we can do. No upgrades we can make to try improving this squad. We've just got to rely on the work that we've already done. And breathe. We have survived relegation. We finished 12th in the Premier League. We didn't blow things out of the water. We were 11 points clear, but we were still stuck in the trenches there for a hot minute. But I am really relieved to see us not getting relegated here, and I'll take 12th place every day. The team suffering the fate that we didn't want to are Brentford, Palace, and Sheffield United with just 2 wins all season. And then who won the Premier League this year? It was Chelsea, winning the Premier League narrowly over Manchester United. Man City win the FA Cup. Burnley take down Watford in an all non-Premier League Carabao Cup final. First time checking out the Champions League in today's rebuild, but it is going to be Real Madrid winning the Champions League. Chelsea beat PSG in the Europa League, and Lille win the Conference League. Well, that is kind of upsetting. Thomas, only 8 goals this season. We were carried by our midfielders in Chowdhury, Ahmed, and then the left winger of Avinash Thomas, 12 goals and 2 assists up to 84. Hopefully Raul Thomas isn't eclipsed. I mean, his brother Avinash has got him done and dusted there. Really concerned about the future of Raul Thomas though. I mean, even Mitra off the bench got 2 less goals than him. He's India's best wonder kid in real life, and I thought, all right, why not get him in? It's a good squad depth player. He's not going to be in the starting 11, but we're going to sign Gyamar Nikam here from Mumbai City FC for £4 million. Because that's just about all we can do with our transfer budget at this point. It genuinely hurts my soul. Like, our budget is £135 million. We could build a ridiculous starting 11 right now, but my dumb ass decided to make it Indians only. I would just love for us to not be in a relegation battle this season. Normally with a team like this, I'd be like, okay, maybe we can make a push up the table. Got a few 85 rated players. I mean, half our squad is, but I feel like this team in this rebuild have been chronic underperformers, and I don't want that to happen anymore. This is literally doing my head in, lads. This is doing my head in. We're in the relegation battle again. Our team is too fucking good to be in the relegation battle. It makes no sense. Our sharpness is up. I'm keeping people happy. I'm offering new contracts. Nobody wants to win. I feel so powerless because there's nothing we can do but continue looking for wonder kids who don't exist because India is shit at football. Oh, I'm going clinically insane. I'm going to promote these 2 guys who have been in the youth academy for about a year, Saif Akhtar and Ajaya Paul. Promoting both of them to the senior team, but again, I'm not hopeful. I'm just losing my mind. Where is this form at the start of the season? I'm losing my head, lads. Where is this form at the start of the season? We've survived relegation, we've finished mid-table again in the Premier League, and for what feels like the millionth time in this video, we have had a significantly better second half of the season than the first. But if we could have just as good a second half of the season as we do the start, we'd probably be playing Champions League by this point. I just don't understand it. Anyways, the relegated sides are Everton, Burnley, and Watford. And at the top of the table, it is Manchester City winning the league. Liverpool win the FA Cup. Man United win the Carabao. Barcelona win an all-Spanish Champions League final. Lyon win the Europa League on penalties. And PSG involved in another European final that isn't the Champions League. We need to string a whole season together next year, lads, rather than just waking up and coming to life in March. We have discovered a little bit of a wonder kid in the regens pile here. 16-year-old Vital Thomas, a centre-back, 68 overall. We got to sign him. We have to. 4-year deal, prospect contract. Hopefully he can become somewhat decent. This season is make or break, man. If we are in a relegation battle again, I might just call it a video there and officially fail this challenge on myself. This team is too good. Too good. We've got an 88 rated goalkeeper. 2 centre midfielders that are 87 rated. The Thomas brothers are both 87 and 86 rated. We can't be in the relegation scrap. Just start the season strong. I don't think you guys have ever seen me this broken channel history. Broken mentally. Oh, I'm more relieved. I am more relieved than excited. But lads, we've won a Premier League title with the Kerala Blasters beating out Tottenham on goal difference by 2 goals. Oh my god, that just feels like all the weight has been lifted off my shoulders. But we're heading to the Champions League next season. Come on, lads. Scrolling down the table, the relegated sides are Palace, Southampton, and Norwich. Chelsea take down Leeds United to win the FA Cup, and they've done a domestic double, beating Everton to win the Carabao. The Champions League goes to Barcelona, and once again, PSG in a European final. Manchester United win the Europa, and the Conference League goes to Fiorentina over Rangers. I cannot begin to describe how excited and relieved I am to see Raul Thomas at the top of the Golden Boot list again. 26 goals. That is such a far cry from the 8 he scored in his first Premier League season. Ahmed up to an 87, now 15. Thomas, the other Thomas, is hit 90. Is he the first 90 rated player in this side? Both Vinash Thomas and Kar Khan are both into 90 overalls. That is beautiful to see. We're off to our 11th season with the Kerala Blasters, and we are finally in the Champions League. Let's see if we can give this tournament a fair shake. I think we definitely made the right call selling Mohamed Joseph initially to Bournemouth. but we're going to go in here and bring him back to the club as a backup left back option, 76 rated, so he hasn't grown much at all during his time at Bournemouth, but Mohamed Joseph, once again, a Kerala Blasters player. So as we get ready for our first Champions League campaign, this is what our side is looking like. Again, I think we are a top team, man. We've been at this for 11 years. And finally, we've got a starting 11 that I feel fully proud of and confident in. We've won a Premier League. Now, can we win a Champions League? But speaking of the Champions League, here is our group. AC Milan, Hoffenheim, Dinamo Kiev. Nothing to turn your nose up at. Really hopeful that we get out of this group. I think we should get out of this group. But again, we have been serial underperformers so far today. I wouldn't be surprised if we came dead last in this group. Oh my God. Maybe we have turned a corner. We've won a Premier League and we've topped our group in the Champions League without a single loss. Maybe we can get rid of that serial underperformers tag. I mean, I hope so. But yeah, top of the group here in the Champions League, round of 16, and we are facing Sevilla. Our Premier League title defense has not gotten off to a great start though, sitting in 5th on 38 points, but Tottenham, I think we awoke the beast last year when they lost to us on points difference. Tottenham currently pushing for an invincible season. All right, lads, here we go. 11 years after taking control here at Kerala with our first Champions League knockout round game. Thomas is 92 rated. Our team's looking nice. Sevilla's got a good team, man. Here we go. Here we go. We take a 2-1 lead. I'm just worn out and nervous more than anything, lads. 2-1 up after the first leg. Come on, lads. Second leg at home. We're forcing Sevilla to fly all the way to India here. We're taking them on with a 2-1 lead. Come on, Kerala. Come on, you elephants. Come on, you elephants. Mains up. Wait, no, Tigers have mains. Trunks up. 2-0, 4-1 through to the quarters. An all Premier League affair here. The two remaining Premier League teams face off in the quarters. I almost said all English, but of course we're not English. But we are taking on Chelsea here in the Champions League Final 8. Our matches with Sevilla were relatively emotionless. They were relatively dramaless. If we can keep that rolling here, I'd be a very happy man. First leg at home. Let's set the foundations here. Set the foundations. We do not. Thomas misses a penalty. And it's 1-1 heading to Stamford Bridge. It's anybody's game. 1-1 as we head to the bridge. Both these teams trying to get through to the semi-finals. It's the Lions versus the Elephants. Come on, lads. Come on, Kerala. Come on, Kerala. In season 11, we do it and we're through to the semis. Thomas is going to get a brace, but our star centre-back, Begum, is going to be out for the first leg of the semi-finals, as he gets a straight red in the second minute. That is the one player we didn't want suspended because we are so weak there. Both teams in Milan remain. We're versing Inter, and we're about to go into fight or flight mode without having our star centre half available to us. Barum, I missed you already, my friend. I'm not going to lie. All I want in this first leg is to keep it respectable. If we can draw this first game, I'm a happy man. Joseph, the left back, comes in at centre back because we have such limited centre back options. First leg, here goes nothing. At home, and we win it! Oh my God, we won it! Nah, you're actually taking the piss. We win the first leg and only concede 1 goal. And we have a 2-1 advantage here ahead of the second leg in Italy. You love to see it. Here we go, lads. We've got the 2-1 lead. We've got our star centre-back back in the side, but we're travelling to Italy here. It's May the 4th, and I've got to say it, but May the 4th be with us if we want to get to a Champions League final. I deserve to lose for that terrible pun, but here goes nothing. Against Inter Milan for a spot in the Champions League final. We do it, lads. We're heading to a Champions League final. Ahmed scores, and we're going there, lads, to face, I believe, either AC Milan or PSG. I never thought we'd get to this spot, I'm not going to lie. It's an incredible moment, an incredible opportunity. But here in Season 11, we're facing PSG in a Champions League final with the Kerala Blasters using only Indians Taking a look around the grounds, Tottenham win the Europa League in the Dejan Kulusevski derby. It's North London domination as Arsenal win the Conference League. We end up finishing second in the Premier League, which is a little bit of relief because we will be playing Champions League football in Season 12 if we can't take down PSG tonight. The big thing though, Tottenham unable to win the Premier League title as Invincibles. They still win the title comfortably though. Ain't no way one of their losses came against Sunderland. But the teams getting relegated are Everton, Leeds, and Burnley. We do add a Community Shield to our trophy cabinet after beating Chelsea earlier in the season. Tottenham win the FA Cup. That's a treble for them. Tottenham have done the quad. I repeat, Tottenham have done the quad. We have built an absolutely cooked team here of Indians. One of the hardest videos I've ever had to make. And I'm praying deep down that we can win tonight because I don't know if mentally or physically I could take another season. Here goes nothing, lads. A Champions League final with the Indian-only Kerala Blasters. Gravenberch, big tackle. We can't get it back there. Gravenberch against Gupta. He's just muscled in there, Gupta. The right back's driving through. He's just skinned Yoro there. I have no idea who Yoro is. Putting the cross in. Oh. Mbappe's feeding it there to Gravenberch, but he has not collected that one too well. Good win from Chowdhury. Going here to Thomas. Need to do something here. We have not looked good, and that pass isn't going to start. Oh, we do not have our feet planted at all in this one. Feed it there! Shoot! Come on! It's Ma! Ma's going to give us the lead on the stroke of halftime. We have looked absolutely terrible in this final so far, but it takes one opportunity. And it is Ma driving it past Gianluigi Donnarumma. What a run from the fella. Kind of brought the defender on and then turned on the Jets, smashing it top bins on the near post. And we've got the lead here in the Champions League final. Ben, do not let him get back into this one. Do not let Mbappe win that. Thankfully, the header is a tough angle. Ma, the goal scorer, early pass there. Pal, can he get him behind? Drill it across. It's not the ball we wanted. Oh, what an interception from Gupta. Having a man of the match performance, unfortunately offside there though. Get it? No. Oh, we got so lucky there that Khan was on top of it. PSG putting everything forward, trying to find an equalizer. Oh my God, don't do it. Good block, Gupta. It comes out here. It goes to Mbappe. What a save from Khan. Oh, that is a Champions League winning final save. I can't even talk right now. I'm losing my head. One corner here. They haven't brought the keeper up. Gravenberch to take it. Ball in. I'm spamming square. We get it away. Blow the whistle, referee. What is that? Why is that going back? The keeper was up. He's just wearing yellow. But it doesn't matter. Oh, one of the most stressful rebuilds ever. Oh, we've done it, lads. We've won a Champions League title with the Indian-only players and Kerala Blasters. This moment here, ladies and gentlemen, is so satisfying. Chowdhury with the captain's armband is going to officially win Indian football a Champions League title. Oh my God. Lads, if you enjoyed today's rebuild, make sure you click here to subscribe and click here to watch another video.